Things are spiraling fast on Coronation Street, and for Debbie Webster, prison is becoming more than just a sentence. It's turning into a nightmare she can't control. At first, having Lou Michaelis on the inside felt like a lifeline, a familiar face, someone who understood the tension, the politics, and especially the threat hanging over them both, prison bully Paula. The two women bonded quickly, united by their distrust of Paula's menacing presence. But in a place like this, alliances are fragile. It all kicks off over something small, bracelets Lou is making for her daughters. Debbie steps in to help, trying to hold on to some sense of normality. Then Paula tries to snatch one. Lou fires back, telling her exactly where to go. The confrontation is explosive, and Debbie is left rattled. But the real shock comes the next morning. Lou is bruised, battered, and clearly paid the price for standing up to Paula. Suddenly, Debbie realizes that being close to her might be putting them both in danger. And that's only the beginning. Visiting day makes everything worse. When Lou's kids see her injuries, their faces say it all. Fear, confusion, helplessness. It's a brutal reminder of what prison is really doing to her. But Debbie doesn't get a moment to process it because her own son walks in. Carl Webster isn't there out of concern. He has an agenda. Again. With carefully chosen words and a heavy dose of emotional pressure, he pushes Debbie to hand over more money to clear his debts. He knows exactly which buttons to press, and he presses them hard. Watching from a distance, Sally Metcalfe sees right through him. She later warns Debbie not to let Carl take her for a fool. Debbie snaps back, defensive and wounded, but deep down, she knows Sally's right. Because when the cell door closes and she's alone, the cracks finally show. Debbie breaks down, crushed by guilt and years of unresolved pain. She abandoned Carl as a baby. She kept the truth about his parentage from him his entire life. That guilt is like a chain around her neck, and Carl knows it. No matter how much he manipulates her, she feels she owes him, and that's exactly what's tearing her apart. Desperate and overwhelmed, Debbie confides in Lou, admitting how much she hates being locked up, how trapped she feels emotionally and physically. Lou listens, and then she makes a decision that could change everything. Trying to help, Lou calls Sally and reveals just how low Debbie has sunk. Sally, alarmed, brings Ronnie into the loop. Ronnie Bailey is already furious about Carl bleeding Debbie dry. Now, tensions outside the prison walls are rising just as fast as the danger inside. And here's the real question. With enemies circling in prison and her own son exploiting her from the outside, how much more can Debbie take before something finally snaps?